Alright, so I'm updating you guys with the Yz125. Alright, I just finished a clear coat. This was the second coat. It was a little heavier than the first one. As you can see, it's still drying on there. It's a gloss, clear gloss. And I already did the OEM paint because, as you know, before the frame was silver. I'm going to show you what paint I used. This is the paint that I used. I just had it laying around. You can see it's crystal clear gloss. It says it's good for scratch resistant and it doesn't chip, which is good. And then the factory paint I used is the Pt.2. As you can see, the year, that's for the years for the paint. I also have an old Kawasaki Pt.2. Tells you the years that it's good for. And it's good paint. It doesn't chip easily. It's the right color. So that's what I use on most of my frames. Alright, back to this engine. Just showing you guys what I've done since that last update. As you can see, I kind of cleaned the surface off with a blade. I didn't get to the wire brush yet just because I'm waiting for the gasket to come in to do that. But what I did is I tilted this engine up to let all the oil and coolant drain out of here, because there was a little coolant, if you could see in there, but also it's in the oil. And the reason for that is actually two reasons. One, I think this water pump seal was in backwards. I'm pretty sure that's the right way now, but if not, I could just flip it, and if that doesn't work, it needs a new seal. And then the other problem it could be is this head gasket seal that was squished down. So I already got a complete gasket set for it, so everything is going to be sealed up and new. And then I also cleaned off the gasket maker here. Got that new plug in for it. I'm trying to think what else. I just got to order the rear brake master because that was shot. Yeah, so this I'm just waiting for parts on. And then that shock I'm gonna try to fit on there because the other one was blown. I'll give you guys a look at the cylinder. As you can see, that's nothing right there. See, it was just like dirt or something. That's nothing. Moved it with my finger. Yeah, there's no like bad scores or anything. That's what you want to look for when you got a cylinder. Or just sometimes that the material right here gets too worn down, so you have to what's it called, re-sleeve it. And that's either some money to get it paid for a guy to do it, or it's a pretty difficult process to do it yourself. And then this is the head. It does have a little pitting, but that's not a big deal. I mean, that's really common on these heads. They all have that, especially because they're old. I mean, I could go ahead and get a new head, but it's just, I'm doing a budget build, so I'm trying to save as much money as possible and then I'll work with what I have, because that's the whole thing of a budget build, is to stay in budget and kind of work with what you got. Obviously, the stuff that you need, you buy, like a piston. It didn't have a piston in it. Didn't have that, I think wrist pin is what it's called, bearing in there. So yeah, that's a few things it was missing. The guy put a new crank in it. And the water pump's good. This bolt, all these were really tight. So this bolt, I heated it up. I cut it so I could turn with the flathead, because when you strip out these, that's kind of the last resort to it, is to make it a flathead. So yeah, that worked out though. Yeah, so I'm just waiting on that governor still. I just got that recently. It should be here pretty soon. And then that's gonna fix out the revving out issue. And this bike's gonna be good. The fact that it was missing that in the first place is really funny to me though. Yeah. Trying to think what else I need to do to it. Just start putting together stuff once I get that frame dried up, and I may do one more coat of clear on that. And then I'll just set it here. Start putting that suspension together on the swing arm and connect everything. And once you get that step, it's really easy from there. Yeah, it's got a Pro Circuit exhaust system, which is nice. The last thing I need is the CDI mounting, which I took off from a 450 that I had right here. That could work. I gotta look at how it's mounted, how it's supposed to be mounted on these bikes in the manual, and see if I could use that. If not, I'll just buy something or just figure it out. Last thing I'm concerned about is that crank seal, how that's in there. I'm gonna have to look at the manual and see how that's supposed to be, because how that's facing is like the spring side back, which is a little odd to me, because in here on this arm 250, the seals are out like this, right here, which is I think how they're supposed to be. But you never know, the bikes could be different. It could, you never know. So yeah, that's it for the Yz125. Just wait on parts still. Then I could piece it all together. Really not much to this thing. It's gonna be a quick little build, and it's gonna come out good with that frame. I think the frame is really what makes the bike. That shitty silver color was just not it, and really the best thing you could do is the OEM color. But in the future, I may make a custom bike and do whatever I want. Thinking like an American themed and something crazy like that, because people like that. Yeah, I took the reeds out. Those were good. Those are carbon fiber reeds, so that's always a good plus. I mean, this thing has a lot of good stuff on it. Like low hours in the crank. It's got carbon fiber reeds. It's got a brand new piston. That adds a lot of value to these bikes. Brand new parts and stuff. People like that. So yeah, that's it for the Yz125 2003. I'll keep you guys updated just on where I'm at, and videos of the frame and transitions. I'll post some new videos of the frame before and the frame after, and then I may throw these in ultrasonic. Even though they're already really clean, there's still a little dirt on them, but not sure yet. All right, that's gonna be it for the video. Peace out.